Make a put fire for that house where they for kidnapping.
Before you do.
Where blindfold
This is terrible. A native doctor has been arrested in Delta State after the body of a young man who went missing was found decomposing in his septic tank.
My guy. Hey! Woman be bad though, woman be wicked. Slaughter my guy like chicken.
22-year-old Liberty Friday was said to be in his home in Umuwede, chilling with his girlfriend when he got a phone call from a young man named Son of Ikuku, asking him to come to his home, that he had something for him. We are made to understand that Liberty and Ikuku were familiar with each other. They have been seen hanging around with each other. They are of the same age grade, basically, but Ikuku is a native doctor who tend to work with young boys seeking power, seeking fortune, seeking fame. Basically, they say he works with Yahoo boys. And as the story goes, it is believed that Liberty was one of those people who patronized this man's services as a native doctor, because he too must have been a Yahoo boy. So on this day, the 30th of September, Ikuku calls Liberty, tells him, come over, I have something for you, but don't tell your friends, because your friends don't want to see you succeed. Don't let anybody know you're coming to see me, because what I have for you is going to make you see success in your hustle. Ikuku convinced Liberty that he was going to see great results in the charm that he was preparing for him, and all he needed to do was to come to his house in Idemili right away. And instantly, Liberty got up. He told his girlfriend that he was coming, booked a bike, and went straight to the village where this native doctor was at. Now, when Liberty went to see Ikuku, that was the last anyone heard of him. His girlfriend did not see him back home that night. She waited, no show. She called, no response, and he did not call back. It was basically a few days later that they started getting a phone call from supposed kidnappers saying that they had kidnapped their son Liberty, and that the family of the boy had to pay the sum of 10 million naira before they could see Liberty again. From a missing boy to a kidnapped victim, now the family is bargaining with these said kidnappers. They were able to bargain the money up until it was 500,000 naira that they were willing to pay. But right before they paid, they asked to speak with Liberty, and that was when these said kidnappers on the phone could not provide Liberty. They know that there was no Liberty to speak to his family to confirm that he was still alive, and they ended the phone call. The family kept trying the number multiple times, but they wouldn't pick, and whenever they picked, they would request that the family sends money. But before the family would send the money, they would also request again to speak with their son, Liberty. But since these kidnappers could not provide Liberty to speak on the phone, they knew that there was nothing they could do, and so they stopped taking the phone calls of Liberty's family. And instantly, the police was involved, and they went to work. For almost 1 month, it is believed that the police have been doing their investigation and tracking the phone number as well as the account number that the family was given to send money to. The kidnappers have provided an account number, and that was the account number that the police were tracing to find where or who these people were. It would take about 1 month before the police could get a breakthrough, because on the 23rd of October 2025, the police were able to track down the location where the phone call came from and where they believe that the owners of these account numbers were at, which happened to be in a village called Idemili. And so on this day, the 23rd, the police storms into Ikuku's compound, burst into his house, where they saw the young man, the son of Ikuku, as well as other people believed to be Yahoo boys who had come to seek his services. They were immediately arrested. The shrine was raided, destroyed. They kept questioning Ikuku on the whereabouts of Liberty Friday. They asked him multiple times, where is Liberty Friday? Where is the young man you kidnapped? And on multiple occasions, he could not provide a straight answer, until eventually he broke and said, yeah, he had killed Liberty Friday. That in fact, it was the next day after Liberty had come to his house that he killed him. Liberty had come on the 30th, and on the 1st of October, most likely, that was when he killed Liberty. When they asked him where is Liberty's body, he directed them to his septic tank, and that was where Liberty's body, or pretty much what was left of Liberty's body, was recovered. But that was not the only body that was found in the septic tank. It turned out that Ikuku also killed the bikeman that had brought Liberty to see him. Basically, it's not one of those bikemen that would just take you from one junction to the other. This was a traveling bikeman, believed to have been hired for the purpose of just taking Liberty there and bringing him back. So the bikeman was supposed to wait till Liberty was done with whatever he was doing there. It wasn't his intention to sleep over. He was just supposed to be there, do what he needed to do, and go back, since it's just a 1 hour journey apart from each other. And now it turns out that the bikeman was a collateral damage to this cause, because when they were retrieving Liberty's body, they saw another decomposing body, and when they asked about whose body that was, son of Ikuku confessed that it was the bikeman who had brought Liberty to him. Liberty's body was found in a butchered state. It was clear that these people had harvested multiple organs, multiple parts of his body, looking like some kind of ritual killing for what it's worth. It's looking like they basically killed this boy for ritual purposes. His body, and as well as that of the bikeman's body, were not found in one piece. Now, in a video circulating, you could see the young man looking lost and looking crazy. Clearly, he cannot believe that he would ever be caught, because as a son of Ikuku, which I think Ikuku means wind, yeah, he could not blow past this. And so, I don't know what he's doing with that face and with that eye. But the people arrested with him, the people in the vehicle, were people caught in the house with him. It's unclear if these people had any knowledge or any role to play with the killing of Liberty Friday, because that had happened weeks prior. So clearly Ikuku had moved on to other projects, or other sacrifices, or other clients. But when asked why he killed Liberty, he did not give any specific reason. We still don't have that answer yet. He has been taken to the police and the case has been transferred to Asaba. So we don't know why or who sent him. But he did mention that it was his mother and older brother who helped him kill Liberty as well as the bikeman. So it is possible that this was a ritual that the family wanted to do for another purpose, for another reason, because at the end of the day, this native doctor thing is a business for a lot of families. This is business. Could it be that somebody has requested body parts and this said Ikuku just thought of somebody who he thinks is the most gullible, who he thinks is the one he could easily deceive, who he knew was the most desperate for wealth, and took advantage of Liberty, called him over, and basically turned him into a human sacrifice? Although many people have their suspicions, some people are saying that it could have been one of Liberty's friends who had gone to pay this native doctor to get someone for the rituals, and they chose Liberty. But the said Ikuku, the said guy, the native doctor himself, had not mentioned anybody's name apart from his mother and his brother. So he is yet to mention who sent him and who was behind the ritual sacrifice, or what he did with Liberty's body and that of the bikeman's body. He hasn't mentioned anything yet. But I feel like if there was somebody outside of the names he had already mentioned who was involved in Liberty's killing, he would have mentioned it by now. However, there is still time. Something could come up. Because again, people are saying that Liberty and Ikuku were not strangers. They know each other. They've been hanging out together. He usually goes there. He used to fortify their mobile phone. He used to do charms, soaps for them. So his relationship with Ikuku is not something brand new. They were basically friends, given that they are of the same age. I'm hearing the native doctor is also in his 20s and Liberty is in his 20s. And also for his mother and his older brother to be involved in this, yeah, it's very clear. There was most likely not, this is a family thing. This is something they wanted to do. They wanted to do within their family. This is something that for him to be 22 and has older brothers, I'm sure he is not the only native doctor. I'm sure he's probably just a branch, maybe the one that attends to Yahoo boys, while the mother and the older ones are the ones that attend to politicians. He's a native doctor. It's a family business. When you look at the shrine, it's very large, it's very big. It clearly shows that these people are doing this as a family business. So I'm guessing that he just offered a friend to his mom and his brother so that they can use that for whatever charms or for whoever they wanted to do charms for. So, but we've not heard anything from the mother or the brother yet. They were also arrested. So please put in mind that this story is still developing. A lot could change. New details and new information could come up, and when they do, we will update you.